this, we should try as much as possible to prepare ourselves for the future. While I glance through all this, it is also important to point out the few key skills that we need as architects in preparing for the modern future. Most importantly, the building information modeling, the use of BIM. The world is slowly eradicating the use of flash drive, copy your file from one office, the architect gives third. We are not in that from the market. Let us find a way as architects and also young ones to learn all these softwares, equip ourselves with all these things so that we can level up in the society. Any professional that is not working with a license to, at least, should not be a professional. Also CAD, the computer-aided design. Thank God we have one of the foremost professor of CAD amongst us today, in person of Professor Botoshaw. We as young ones, we should aim to educate ourselves on this path. We should find softwares, design softwares, AutoCAD, the SketchUps, anything that can equip ourselves with so that we can elevate what we are being taught in school. One major thing I used to tell my students, if they care to listen to, is the curriculum of architecture in Nigeria is a little bit of a decade behind. And that means whatever you are teaching yourself in School of Architecture is almost as important as your certification. Personal development is key. We must try as much as possible to equip ourselves for this foreseeable future. We are living in the future already, and we should also try and level up with what those in the Western world are doing so that we can be competitive enough. Collaboration and communication skills. It is quite simple. If you cannot communicate, if you cannot collaborate, trust me, you are scaling down. And when you need to prepare for the future, you need to scale up. You need to do a whole lot of things in a better way. I don't know how many of us in here today have exchanged contact. I'm talking about the young ones. The old people know how they used to connect. The young ones here, a lot of us are facing each other for the last... okay, sorry, man. The soon-to-be old people, they don't want to grow old. You can see Madam President always looking radiant and young. A round of applause for her, please. So, like I said earlier on, the young ones amongst us, we are in God who around you. It starts who around you. It starts from hello, hi, my name is from hello, hi, my name is so. I'm from this so university. What do you do? Can I meet you? From there, you can create networks that could last. Architecture in Nigeria, you could present in front of 5-man jury within a short period of time. So being confident, being creative, and also being a creative problem solver in a couple of minutes will end a trip towards building a sustainable future for us. One thing I am clamoring for now, and I'm glad that Madam President is here, and a little bit of our leaders in the industry. Please, one thing that many of the young architects are suffering from, and I say this without missing words, is the business side of architecture. A whole lot of us lack what it takes to cut it outside School of Architecture. And if I'm not overemphasizing, from my knowledge and from the people I know and from those I've seen over the years, when about 10 people graduate from a class in a School of Architecture, maybe 2 or 3 of them in the nearest 5 to 10 years are making it on a good scale, practicing and doing well in the business of architecture. So please, I don't know how it's going to take or what it's going to cost us as leaders of this profession. Let us find a way to inculcate into our curriculum early on the business side of architecture. And who best can teach the business of architecture than people who are practicing outside already? To please, even if it's an elective course, let's start from somewhere. Have it as part of the curriculums. Let these people see people who are not the academicians, who are doing the business side. Let them tell them tales of how it goes out there. Nothing prepares us as undergraduates, as postgraduates, or student members of architecture to what is happening out there. Out there is tough, and nobody tells us that. It is when we get out there that we know these things are happening. So please, this is a plea on behalf of my students to us, the leaders. Please, let us find a way we can do this, maybe alongside with the regulatory bodies, the NIA. The NIA is doing a fantastic job, I won't lie. I'm currently, like I mentioned earlier, I'm following parts of the Young Architects Forum Leadership Mentorship Program we are doing, September 8th to be precise. And I can tell you for free, that has been one, we concluded week 9 or more.